high school, and I did a little bit of college, and then I got sick. I was about 21 years old when it started to show its effects. Um, and it was difficult to keep a job. Although I really loved to work, and it was something I grew up around, people working hard, putting many hours into things. But when you're not well enough, it's good to know that someone out there, can provide you with somewhat of an income anyway. And so that's why I started on, signed up for welfare in the first place, and it was called welfare at the time. Now I believe it's called Ontario Works, and from some of the things I've heard about it over the years, sounds like a good system. You know what? I can't say enough how I appreciate that it's there. Because
Yeah.
I want to be able to keep sort of I want to keep on,
Moving ahead.
yes, but putting my 2 cents in this arrangement that
Yeah.
we have here where I'm living.
Do you think it's your right to have that?
Yeah, I think so. I think if we're gonna say that we have a Bill of Rights and we have human rights, I think that it's an important aspect, not just for myself, but I think for everyone in the country that fortunes are made and squandered, but it's just, I think it's important. I think it's really important for people to know someone out there cares about your situation.
Yeah.
And they're offering this sum, which just after a long while, it would add up. The thing is that I feel a sense that even right now, I believe that there's a bigger team of people. There's more they're on the ball. Every once in a while they drop the ball, they forget something gets lost. They give me a call, send
Think
me
they're
a
having a
little note.
bad day even?
Who knows,
Yeah.
right? I mean, what happens? They're helping so many people.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard for them to keep track of something, might accidentally get shredded. Who knows, right? Bad days happen. And I'm not so upset about going down there and helping them sort stuff out as I used to. And I really think that I'm not going to say it's all negative, because it's been quite a positive experience, like I said, since I came back to Hamilton. And they've been very helpful that way. So,
The fact that Tara is now on TransHelp has been a real help.
Yeah.
I do have a license, but I currently do not drive because of my problem with my neck. So I currently get around on TransHelp also.
Okay. And it's a pretty good system. Yeah. It's
And-
as it goes, it's a pretty good system.
And with the way the transit is now and the GO train, things are getting so much easier
Yeah.
to get around and
Yeah.
so much faster.
Yeah.
It's really improved a lot. They still have a lot of work to do, but it's getting better.
I agree. I mean, just living in. But how long have you had your own business?
Since 2007, October 2007 was my first client.
Oh, okay.
And we graduated in November 2007.
And it's going okay?
Yeah. I took my course, this might be interesting for people to know, at the Toronto Business Development Center. And they have a course called Futures Biz for people with disabilities, and it's sponsored through ODSP Employment Supports.
Okay.
But you have to be accepted within the course, so you have to do a spiel and explain to them why your product or service would be marketable
Yeah.
and why it would make money.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I have my own subsidized apartment. It's a completely accessible attendant care building, because I do need attendant care, well, probably about 15 hours a day roughly, just so I can get dressed and eat and everything else I need to do, including cleaning and housekeeping and other such things. I find the attendant care here excellent for the most part. There's one staff member I don't really get along with, but she doesn't come in very often, so it's not really an issue. The attendant care here is excellent most of the time.
You said that you were employed part-time?
Yeah, CMHA separate.
Okay, by the Warm Line.
Yeah.
How many hours does that give you per week, roughly?
Roughly about 8 hours a week.
8 hours a week, yeah.
Yeah, I find, well, especially when we do have like successful calls where we do help people,
Mm-hmm.
then I find it really rewarding.
How long have you been at the Warm Line?
Next month it'll be 2 years.
At what kind of wage?
I'm happy with CMHA. They pay us $12 an hour.
Okay. Is that the type of job that you'd like to have, or like right now, or would you like to have something else, or are you aiming for something else, or?
I was thinking a few months ago I'd like to go back to work full time, but I got sick, and if you remember there a few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
I went off my pills, and then after I got back on my pills, I realized that I don't know if I can handle full time anymore, but I am thinking of looking at a field still part time, but a little happier than where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I find it could get depressing too, hearing people calling in all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I went through the Harbor Light Treatment Program. I went through the Transitional Housing Program, and I am involved in the Concurrent Disorders Housing Program. And part of the Concurrent Disorders Housing Program is having a worker that I see once a week, which is very good, because sometimes because of the illness, I'm a bit scatterbrained. I can't keep up with everything. She helps me out. She keeps me focused. Now there's a supplement to the rental income, which I think everybody should really get.
Yeah.
A lot of help from the Harbor Light, AA, friends. You know, it's like the schizophrenia won't go away. I'm still gonna have my bad days, but I don't have to drink again. I don't have to do drugs again or anything like that.
Right. So you've got the support if you're having trouble, but
I can call somebody
yeah.
and they'll be there.
And one of the people you mentioned was your worker through the concurrent disorder program.
Right.
And I'm suspecting that because it took you over 15 years to actually get hooked up with that kind of support, that you feel is going to help you from falling back down.
Yeah, I won't be falling back this time. I won't be slipping through the cracks. I won't be falling through the system. I'm being helped. I gotta put out the effort too. I gotta do some of the work. I gotta pull my own weight where I can.
Right.
In the difficult times, if I can't, I gotta ask for help.
For fun.
Well, I enjoy working out. I go for long walks. I like to meet people. I do my meetings. I'm in recovery. My general sense of well-being, things have gotten better in the last couple of years with me. And yeah, things have gotten better. And I would like to try and transition and go back to school and get off the system. I'm not trying to, I want to, get the help I need, but while I'm getting the help, I would like to figure out what I want to do with myself too.
Yes.
I'd like to go back to college eventually and figure out what I want to do career-wise. Yeah.
Always, yes, I've enjoyed the relationship with the caseworkers. And I guess be lucky that I've got some very nice ones that have helped me, by suggesting other monies that I could apply for. And in the last couple months, I've been taking the self-employment course at Toronto Downtown Business Centre. Start my own company, selling archival prints of my art and other artists that are on social services, OW or ODST. I'll be selling those online, hopefully by the next month or so, and see how that
Fantastic.
goes. And the people at Toronto Downtown Business Center were really great people, and with a lot of support. And I have an advisor for the next 3 years that will sort of keep me in line.
Fantastic.
So you mentioned what your ideal job would be, to be a coach.
Yeah.
For people, like a hockey coach, or
No, just like a program director for kids that want to play sports, any kind of sport. I just like organizing and doing all that. I'm pretty good at organizing. I was involved with summer camp at Bloorview for hockey for a few years in a row, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And have you been able to find any work since,
No,
like
but
in that field?
No, but as I said, when I go to the job fairs, there's usually somebody from YMCA or some organizations like that. So, yeah, the CPA will help me with that, I'm sure.
That's good.
That's a question. Ideally, I mean, obviously, I like to, speak my opinion about things. And for me, dealing with people and helping people would be something that I would want to do. Incorporating some sort of advocacy on, community members' behalf, that would be nice too. Going through what I went through, I think I would say that it would please me to maybe be even able to provide the type of information, education, or resources that were unavailable to me. I guess on the whole, you could say assisting people break the cycle of poverty would be something that I would certainly like to be involved in.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout my whole life.
Yeah, it does. It makes you feel, maybe because being at home every day and working, I still get depressed, even though my entire day is taken up with housework and taking care of a baby and taking her outside. And I know it's because of our society view housework, which takes up 24 hours. But going outside and working, even though I'm not getting paid, it makes me feel good. It's the fact that I am actually doing something outside of home, even though it's difficult with no money, it makes me feel a lot better that I am giving back to society, and helping. Mainly thing, because that's why I choose this field to work in, is helping others. It's helping these kids that I see that is failing, that cannot see tomorrow, and a lot that I've gained knowledge, and understanding of the other. Because I always ask, that's why I took psychology, is the why. Why is this happening? And that's why I want to do a video documentary of these girls who is not going to school, getting pregnant, right? Sometimes just talking to them is about love and acceptance and all of that. And it's to see that they are not seeing themselves. And this is another generation of girls that's going to be on welfare or will be seeking assistance, because maybe they'll end up being trapped with the kids, and not knowing, where do I go from here? How do I feel about me? Am I good enough, to do whatever? Because part of it is that they don't see themselves, as even worth anything. And we as, people see them as troublemakers and all of that, and don't see that they are lost in who they are and what they can accomplish being who they are.